That's okay, darling. We still love you. We don't need baby freakies. We've got adult freaky. Adult freaky's the best. Hi. Alright, everybody. Alright then, Michelle. Yeah. Who's a good chicky girl? How'd you all look? You're looking quite good. Hello, Scotty. Here we have Dorian. The one closest is Sadie. Hello, goosies. I can't believe you babies look just like the adults now. Babies are actually the two in the middle. I've got a horrible feeling when I get back from being away, I'm not going to be able to tell the difference. Well, I'm going to go and check the boys. Yeah. And then check the boy sheep. We made a decision to keep the boys in for a couple of weeks. I'll talk about that in a minute. May lose signal for a few seconds. Just go through here. Sometimes I lose signal about here. We're doing well so far. Hey lads. I love my sheep. Hi Sean. Hey. So the boys, the last of the boys were sheared yesterday. Sheared, shorn, clipped, peeled, whatever you want to call it. They were done yesterday. I need an extra hand. Sorry. Get the gate open. So this is Sean, the part-bred grey. Whenever you're doing anything with any sheep, you always take the opportunity to check everything else over. You're good. You got plenty of water. That is Teddy. He's a tank of a sheep. Hi, Teddy. He's so solid. Scary. That little stamp was telling me off. So yeah, we checked them all over. Now, Kevin here, who's just stood up, we have a bit of a mystery because Kevin's limping, and four of us, have now checked Kevin over, and we can't find a thing wrong with him. There is nothing wrong with his leg that can be seen, but he's limping. We've done his feet are fine, and all of that. So, you're probably wondering who some of these huge big boy. Hi, darling. You look less big at the moment, lay down there. But Winston had, oh, it's okay, darling. Okay. When you're sort of checking the feet and you're cutting the feet and everything, you notice any changes. We noticed that Winston's feet have been worn down a bit being on the concrete, and that's actually helped him. So his owner thought it would be good if he could stay on the concrete for a while. And, we'd had a look at a few others. You're right there, darling. Isn't Russ beautiful? We'd had a look at a few of the others, such as Sausage, who is lying down under there. I can't quite make him out. Sausage has got an abscess in his hoof, in his foot, and it's going to benefit him being in the dry. And there was one other. Hey, Sonia. There was one other that also had a bit of an abscess in his foot. Not much of one. Nowhere near sausage level. So we made the decision that actually we're just going to keep all of the boys in for a few weeks, because being on concrete is really, really good for them anyway, for their feet. Hey, Dave. We don't know what's going on there with Bacon's leg. So we're going to, Kevin Bacon, we're going to check him over in a couple of days and see if anything's come through. So that's one reason he's in here, because he's a pain in the backside to catch out in a field. Sausage, obviously, I want to keep an eye on his foot, the abscess that he's got in there. He's actually had antibiotics for it. Russ is just chilled out. You're right, Sausage. And it's just better to actually be able to get in here and be able to handle them every day. And aside from that, it keeps them out of the sun. Oh, you're off for us. See you later. Hi, sausage. How's my little sausage doing? Oh, the rouge, that was it. No, you stay there. Stay there. You don't have to get up. Please, Mummy, I'm going to get up. Okay. Oh, you're a handsome lad. Yes, you are a handsome. Thank you. So, that's the way. Take your goats for a walk. Oh, isn't it lovely? Yeah, Sonia, absolutely. It's really, really good for stuff. I mean, sausage, he's limping a hell of a lot less than he was. Teddy, I can't show that on camera. That's the trouble when you've got a barn full of testosterone-filled boys. Every now and then I have to pan away from a sheep go, nobody wants to see that, thank you. So we've got Teddy there, that black one, and Steve is the littler black one. And then we have Russ, the grey one, who actually doesn't look much smaller than Winston. Now the rouge, this is an interesting one. What are you doing, lads? Oh, Steve's starting a stampede. Thanks, Steve. So this one here, that's Dot. You may remember, had fleece everywhere. Now his clipping didn't go as well as everybody else's because he didn't want to be clipped. And he's only little, but that made him even more scrawny. And he was a pain in the backside. So Winston is the giant one on the photos. And this one here is the rouge. He's just known as the rouge. And his was actually that enormous fleece that's out on the floor. I don't know if you've seen the photos on the community or on... it was him who had an abscess on the way on his foot. Only a little one though. That's why he's limping. So yeah, the decision was taken. We could have put some of them out and left some in. And we just thought, you know what, just leave them all in. Because if they're all in, everyone's feet gets a chance to dry. There's no flies in here. They get a chance for their click, as we call it, to start working. Click is their fly spray, stuff that you put it on them and it dissipates around their body and it stops flies. So it's going to give that a chance to work as well. And we could do a little bit more handling. They also all need to lose a bit of weight because it seems they've all done a little bit too well. So another reason for leaving them in here is they're not on the lush grass, they're on hay. And that's fine, the sheep can live off hay quite easily. Sure. The lads will be fine living off hay. And they all need to lose a little bit of weight, don't we all? So that's that plan. Now, if you watch Apo North Farm, if you don't, you should. They're another local farm, not too far from here. They have this like two-wheeled tractor, VCA, I think they call it or something. Anyway, I have the old version. This is known as called an Allen scythe. And it's basically Second World War machinery. And that's another one that's being stripped for parts. So up here we have the fleece. Now, I had a quick look at all the fleece yesterday, but they're all in here, I'm told. So, let's go have a look in the granary. Look at that pile of fleece. So, we have a really good mixture here. Now, I can't move them because most of them didn't fit in bags, as you can see. And it's been really, really interesting feeling the different breeds because we've got so many different breeds here. This is Winston's. Winston's the big lad. He's a Dorset. Now, I expected his fleece, the staple as they call it, to be longer, but it's actually only that, which is about 4 inches. I thought it would have been longer. So it's been really interesting actually getting to feel these. Now this fleece shocked me. This is amazing. Not very long in places. Other places it's longer. So full of lanolin. And this is from the Rouge. I mean, my hands, you see the oily, don't know if you can. Anyway, that's, I think this is the Rouge. Let me just check. I'd have to lift up to check. Right, this is Banthas, which was very, very long. Really, really long, as you can see there. It, unfortunately, is mostly full of debris, so that's not very good. These are Jacobs, these ones that are black and brown. They're all Jacobs, and Jacobs are quite popular for using for spinning and things. And I actually have some really, really nice Jacob fleeces here. I feel the difference. Oh, do another one. Right, that is one of the year-old ones, the first fleece, because they're softer. That is the other first-year fleece, and this will be Pets's. You can tell just by the feel of it. In here, Kerry the Kerry Hill. Now her fleece is really interesting. It's really, really thick. There's so much. I don't even make it out very well. There's so much fleece there. So many fibres. It's amazing. I was not expecting that. What else have we got? Teddy. So this is Teddy, the bigger black lad. And his is, you know, it's quite short in places, but again, it's really, really thick. And it's it stays together quite well. So that's nice. Dots, unfortunately, was a mess. This is Steve's, which was very similar to Teddy, but Steve's was felted together already. It was all matted together when we took it off him, which is a great shame. But it means next year, if I want to use Steve's fleece, I'm going to have to shave him probably about February. Oh, this is Sean, the little part-bred Soe. I mean, the Soes, they're not, it's not long fleece. Look at that. There's nothing to it, but it's really, really soft. And he's part-bred. Now, you don't normally shear a Soe, but he's part-bred and wasn't losing his coat, so we had to do that for him. I've got a load of others that are due to arrive, but then that brings me to the next bit, me being away. So I've got all these fleeces here that I need to, I don't know, sort, do something with, pack properly. They're so big they don't fit in bags, most of them. I'll show you the view out of here because I love it. One day I want to set this granary up as a little, I don't know, holiday cottage for my mum or something. That lovely view. Full size door there. But let's see if I can lock this in. Does anybody have any questions about the fleeces before I go downstairs again? I've got so much I need to do. That's the next bit I'll talk about. So that's one lot of fleeces. I may actually go into the studio to have a look at the other lot. So these are from this week. I've got a load more somewhere. I'm missing some. They're not all there. Like me. I'm really not all there at the moment. Do I spin it? I can, but I get quite a bit of pain from spinning because of the fibromyalgia. It affects your hands and your shoulders and your neck. So I do like spinning. I'm actually quite good at it, I'm told, but it hurts, so I don't get to do it anywhere near as often as I'd like. It's a shame, really. I mean, if I could get an e-spinner, which is you don't have to use your feet at the same time, that would help, because it's the motion of moving the feet and the hands together, the arms, the shoulders, the hands together, all goes down your back. And it's when things go down your back like that that it causes the most pain for fibromyalgia. No, it's not. It's not fun in the summer, let alone the winter. Yeah, it's not fun at all. We've set up, well, luckily, because we moved to what was a proper working farm, and you'll find this a lot actually if you ever get to look around different properties. I knew I was missing a fleece there. Hold on, you see who this fleece is? Ah, this is the dots. This is the Ryland. Now dots should be soft. It is soft, but shorn as a lamb. Only in about October, I think it was, September, October, when his previous owners had him, because he had fly strike. When flies get in and lay their eggs, you end up with maggots. So they had to shear off the fleece, and that's part of the process of getting rid of them. So then this year, which he should have had a longer fleece and softer, a lot of it, because it wasn't his baby fleece, has actually come out more coarse than it should be. What I also have here is a big pile of ends. Now this will be excellent for composting. So that then takes me to my next thing I'm going to talk about, which is me and my little car. Oh dear, hasn't been emptied. It's a little bit low. A little bit low to the ground. Hi, Freaky. I've got a lot in the back here. Get a lot more in the back of this little car than people ever imagine. I've got 2 pallets in there as well as a load of animal feed. Hi, Freaky. It's nice to have you back, darling. More to the point, it's nice to know where you are. So anyway, me and my little car here. Oh, can't get in that way. Hey, Heather. Me and my little car here are about to take an epic journey down to Sussex, which is over 600 miles. Now, I know for a lot of you guys, you're going to say 600 miles isn't a lot. But there's a saying that we have, and that is 300 years is a long time in America. 300 miles is a long way. If I didn't stop, if the traffic all goes to plan without any problems, it would take me 11 hours to do 600 miles. Now, I am going to have to stop. Fibromyalgia. Dog's playing with chickens. Fibromyalgia means I'm going to have to stop. And I'm going to need a toilet break, and I'm going to need to be able to get off and walk around. But I'm also, my car is tiny. You know the little Fiat 500s? I think they're the smallest cars you see in America. That's probably a little bit bigger than my car. It's got a lot of room in it, but I mean, you can see how much. I've got 2 shavings, about 7 bags of feed, and 2 pallets. So, it's not. It carries more than you think. They are small pallets, to be fair. Hey, Amy, how are you? So my plan is, because the journey is going to be, I'm going to estimate about 16 to 18 hours. Thank you, Amy. You know what? I spoke to a friend of mine. Sorry, just squirreling off onto accent. I spoke to a friend of mine last week who has been in this country for 10 years and still has her accent from home. And it's the first time I've spoken to them on the phone for a long time. And I've been here for a year. And the first thing they said is, "Oh, you haven't gained a Scottish accent then?" And I felt like saying, "Oh, you haven't gained an English accent then after 10 years. No, I've only been here for a year. So it is amazing what I can fit in this car. And this car is awesome. I love my little car. I was thinking of getting a hire car, but at the end of the day, it's going to be about £300 to hire a car, where I can take this and hope hope it all works out. So Yeah, so me and my little car are off on a very long journey. I'm going to leave tomorrow, which is Saturday, with the aim of arriving in Sussex on Sunday. Now, I am northeast of Scotland, about 12 miles from the coast, and I'm going to the southeast of England, about 12 miles from the coast. It's going to be a very long journey. Now, on the way down, I am probably, we're trying to sort it, meeting up to drop somebody off for Monty, who has the YouTube channel My Family Garden. And Monty is a lovely guy. He just, is trying to make a better, more sustainable life for his kids. Oh, you're in Australia. Which part of Australia? Scottish on the lives and British on the phone. No, I I do have a telephone voice, and I can put on a much better accent, which does help sometimes. The southeast coast, definitely a long way. Are you in England, southeast of England, or which country southeast? Anyway, so I'm hoping to stop off and see Monty. Oh, hi, Kay. Stop off and see Monty and drop something off for him for his garden. Then I'm going to carry on down to Sussex. Oh, you're in Clacton. Yeah, that's a long way from here. Oh, you're in Melbourne, Victoria. A friend of mine, she's from Perth, Australia, and she's a teacher, and she's just been to South Africa. She's been in Johannesburg, and she posted on Facebook last night. She was at Johannesburg airport, ready to fly back to Australia, and bumped into some of her students from Australia who were in Johannesburg airport, which is funny. Oh, Broussard, how far are you from Big Bear? Do you know? Anyway, right. So on the way down south, I'm hoping to stop in at Monty's because he's in Yorkshire, and it's not far out of the way. It's only going to take me about 15-20 minutes out of the way. So hopefully I'm going to stop and see Monty. But the trouble is, it will probably be about 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm really sorry to his wife. I'm really sorry if I wake her up. I don't mean to. But I just wanted to drop something off with him. And then on the way back, I'm hoping to stop off and see Jazz from Alternative Smallholding. 11-hour drive. Oh, it's a long way. I'm hoping to see Jazz from Alternative Smallholding, and I've got to contact another YouTuber that I follow, a farmer, and I'm going to say, look, I can go back via that side of England. Do you have time for me to pop in and say hello? I don't know if he will. I'll find out if hopefully I can do it. Middle of winter in South Africa. Oh, sounds lovely. Yeah, my friend actually went on 3 safaris. She went on one to a big reserve that's got everything. Sorry if the sound goes bad, let me know, because the rain's just started. I'm under a metal roof. I know. It's all out. That's better. And then she went on a horseback safari to a nature reserve that has no carnivores. And she sort of didn't get to see any lions. Something about riding around on horses being with carnivores is not a good idea. Yeah, Amy, it's way too hot there for me. It's been hot here last week, and it's been horrible, absolutely horrible. And I'm going down to Sussex, and Sussex is normally really horrible as well. In the summer, I used to live down there. Yes, safari is good. Her photos are amazing. She's like, look, there's a rhino. Oh, I want to see a rhino. And zebras. Oh, I'd love to see a rhino in real life because I know they're so endangered. Amazing to get to see one. I mean, I've seen one at Safari Park, Woburn Safari Park over here, but it's not quite the same, is it? It's raining here, but it's over 20 degrees in Scotland, and it's 21 degrees, which is 16 is 60. You're probably looking about 80, 75, 80 Fahrenheit today, and it's raining. Show you this. 110. Oh, horrible. Look at my hens. We're just going to sit here because I'm here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Amy, I love looking at other people's goat pens. Actually, whilst I'm here, Amy, how long have you had goats? The hens do want to come with me. The peacocks hopefully will be coming with me, and then I may be coming back with some cool ducks. No, Heather, I used to work in Cincinnati, and that was bad enough. I went to a few other places, and place that I dread most is California, and I've got friends over there, and I'd really like to go and see them, but it will literally have to be a case of February, the coldest month. And even then, I know I'm going to be hot because they're all walking around in t-shirts. Couldn't stand it. Oh, sorry, Sonia. My thought with my goats is I was asked yesterday if I'm going to be... Oh, Sonia, your video just uploaded. Well done. Is everybody losing me? I haven't been told I've lost connection. Anyway, yes, I was asked if I was going to be breeding Seffi. And I don't know what to do. I got Seffi because she'd only had one kid at a time before. I thought that's good because I can leave the kid on her and I can get some milk. See you later, Sonia. I thought, I can get some milk off her as well, so I can make cheese and everything I want to do. But what actually happened was Seffi had triplets. Now, I didn't want to take them off her so I could get her milk, because then I'll have to bottle feed them anyway. And my limited experience with bottle feeding goats is bottle feeding one kid is as hard work as bottle feeding 2 lambs. And I had 3 kids. That was not going to happen. So I left them on her. She comes in at night most nights now with just her daughter. So yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I breed her again or not, because I went from one goat, technically one, there was another one keeping her company, but one of mine. I went from 1 goat to 5 goats in about 2 weeks, because we then got Billy and she had triplets. 4 Nigerian dwarfs. Oh, they're so exciting. Yeah, that's really good, Amy. Really good of you. Can't wait to see them. And all my goats are Nubians. They're big goats. They're not little. Well, Billy's Toggenburg cross Nubian. Seffi is Alpine cross Nubian. And her kids are from a Nubian. Well, 7/8 Nubian, 1/8 Alpine. Something like that. And I'm just thinking, do I do that again? Do I put her back and risk having triplets again? Or do I just leave it a year? Do I start milking her once I'm back? So I'm going away for 10 days, 10, 11 days. Do I start milking her once I'm back? Take the kids off her properly, because they can all be weaned by then. And just see how she goes. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Because, I went from 1 to 5 goats in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And most of them are boys. three of them are boys, which have no use. Well, actually they are being used. They're going to be used as pack goats. But I just don't know. I can't decide what to do. Seffi'd only ever had 1 before, so it was a bit of a surprise when she had triplets. And So I don't know whether to breed her again this year or wait till next year. Don't know. Can't decide. Somebody else decide for me, if you have any. Oh dear. I should probably go and do some work, really. I've just got to get ready. So yeah, my epic trip down to Sussex, I'm hoping to see. Yeah. Do we keep all the animals? Yes, Dave. We generally do. I know the baby goats are so cute. You know what I love the idea of breeding is miniature Nubians. That idea is just that's in my head. I want that. Now Nigerian dwarfs are really rare here, but what we do have is pygmy goats. Now I don't know if breeding pygmy goats to a Nubian is going to be possible because Seffi's a big girl in height. I mean, another worry of mine about Seffi is it's been hard work keeping weight on her because of the triplets. So I don't know. And she's thoroughly fed up. The rain's not as noisy, so I'll do this now. Yay! Another one of my favourite channels, so just put a video up. It's not homesteading. So I'm wondering if, because miniature Nubians are generally Nigerian dwarfs crossed with Nubian, I don't know if it's going to work crossing with a pygmy. Amy, what I feed mine is Seffi has something, it's called dry goat mix. It's goat mix, it is dry, but for whatever reason they called it dry goat mix. And that is specially for lactating dairy goats. So that's the thing, Heather, it does worry me. Aside from that, she also actually gets half a bucket a day of sugar beet, which has apple cider vinegar. Hi Sonia. Has apple cider vinegar and oil in it to, you know, give her a few more. The oil gives her a few more calories. The apple cider vinegar just gives her a bit of a boost. And she's out at grass all the time, or almost all the time. And then when she comes in at night, she gets alfalfa as well as normal hay. She gets the free range around the farm. The postwoman, postie, what do you call it? Male person, mailman, male woman. She comes here at about between sort of 1 and 3 every day. So once she's been, we normally open up the gates, or if they're in, we open up the barn, and we let the goats out, or we let Seffi out. Billy puts himself out, and the kids, sometimes they go out with them, sometimes they don't. Kids aren't drinking anywhere near as much as they used to, so that's good. Yeah, that's my thought, Amy. You know, I adore Seffi. She's very, very sweet. I don't want to completely mess up. I'm just going to see if my phone will sit in here. Oops. Sorry, everybody. Let's trying to find a way that I don't have to hold my phone. That works! Right, you're in my sun visor, so if I do that... I didn't know if that worked. Ah, even better. See, I can do that. And that way I can't even see my face. It's brilliant. Oh, I've got my little dogs here. All right, you two. They don't leave my side. Gonzo. Come on, Gonzo. Oh, Gonzo is going to miss me so much. He can be a bit of a pain in the backside when I'm not here. I wouldn't mind taking Gonzo with me, but when I'm in Sussex, I'm actually, it's not always in Sussex. My friend in Sussex has a Great Dane, a Mastiff and a Boxer Cross. And the Mastiff's a rescue. I should probably get on fine with him, but I don't want to stress her out. Do they need copper supplements? Copper. We don't have a problem with copper in our land here. It's been checked. We have enough copper. There is a little bit of copper in the food that she gets anyway. It's high fat, it's, you know, high calorie, it's high energy. The dogs have now jumped in the footwell. Good job not driving anywhere. You noisy rooster. It's a good job not driving because the dogs are literally sat in the footwell now. And I'm in the driver's side. What was I saying? Yeah, we had it tested and everything's all good. Everything's normal. That's where you going, is it? Oh, got a new place to look for eggs. Glad I just saw that. Yeah, it's quite interesting, Amy, because I know the people who used to live here and they actually grew up here, and they helped me. Some of the sheep that are in my barn actually belong to the guy who grew up here, but he's got fields next to us, and it makes sense because he's got one big field, and you know he needs to stick his boys somewhere when they're not breeding, and you know when the lambs are running around. So when we moved in, I stuck him in that field there, the other side of the drive. So he's got a drive between his and mine. Got a noisy rooster. I've got 6 roosters, and the little lemon ones, the little diddy, they're like this big. The bantams, they start crowing at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they nest outside my bedroom window. It's where they roost. Sorry, not where they nest. They roost outside my bedroom window. It's so funny. I sleep through it now. It doesn't wake me up. It doesn't stop me sleeping, nothing. I guess when you got 6, you got 2 choices. You sleep or you don't, ever. So yeah, they're quite funny. I love my chickens. I never thought I'd love chickens as much as I do. I'd looked after them before, but they were never mine. You know, they were on a farm where there were thousands of things, or looking after for other people. But yeah, I've got a lot. But you know what? They live quite happily together. I mean, the new one, he's the biggest. He's actually a wimp. He'll run away from even the little diddy lemons. He won't challenge them. He won't take on a challenge from anything, which is great. It's exactly what you want. But yeah, they all go a bit nuts. I've got loads of them. They're in here now because of the rain. So, who is that? You're noisy. Gonzo, leave. Obi, leave. Chickens, guinea fowl. Oh no, I could not have guinea fowl. I could never have guinea fowl. They are so noisy. So noisy. Oh dear. They're funny. So anyway, on my journey down 600 miles down south, 2 roosters used to sleep together right next to your son's bedroom window. Yeah. Neighbours didn't like being woke up at 3 in the morning. My lemons, we used to, the little diddy bantam, they call them the lemons. I know guineas are fantastic, but so noisy. I don't think I could put up with them. I think they'd do my head in. Really do. Some friends of mine have got guineas, and I used to, you couldn't talk to them without hearing them in the background. Though I do remember their guineas attacking a snake. They're in California. I do remember the guineas attacking and killing a snake. And I was shocked at that these little birds had the guts to go after a snake, but there were about, I don't know, 12 of them or something. So yeah, they're fantastic, and they love to eat ticks, and we have a bit of a tick problem up here. But yeah. Geese, oh yeah, the geese can be noisy. I love my geese. They let me know if anyone's around. My old goose, Boo, unfortunately he's the one that was hit by the vet and killed on my birthday. Yeah, well luckily I don't have bobcats or coyotes to worry about over here, thankfully. My main worry is the gamekeeper, but he doesn't shoot anything that he doesn't know is a fox, so he's good. He's a good lad. Keeps my babies safe for me. I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it would give me something new. Leave. Sorry, one of the hens has just laid an egg. She was all excited. Nobody decided to follow her. He wouldn't do anything. He just wants to follow her. See how she is. See what's happening. Crazy animal. What? You want to be on the video? Do you want to see Obi? Obi! You're so cute! You're so cute! Yeah! He's funny. Yeah, so anyway, my trip down to Sussex is going to be hopefully via Monty at my family garden. Hopefully. And then on the way back, it should be via Jazz Alternative Smallholding. Going to give myself 2 days either way. Oh dear, sorry. Just because, you know, 5 hours is not great. Not good to be driving long distances. But I love driving. And I love my little car. And I'll have peacocks in the back. Which will be interesting. Oh, it's you. Hello, Scotty. That's my short-legged Scott Stumpy rooster. Hi. Oh, he's gone. Funny lad. Oh. Lovely geese. Yeah, Sonia, I went and got, because I had a female goose and she was on her own and it was her brother. And she was quite upset. And I went and got another goose. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't really like the geese keeping foxes away. My geese would keep foxes away from my front door because they don't like to leave it. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting a bit boring. Let's go and see what's going on around. What are you doing, dogs? Looking very excited. Chickens everywhere. This garage is supposed to be for cars. Has more chickens in it than anything most of the time. Yes, so anyway, I went and bought another goose, another male goose. And he's unrelated to Spook. So that meant when she laid eggs this year, I actually let her hatch them. And she laid about 12 eggs and ended up with 2 babies. Well, she had 4. But unfortunately, a day old, 2 of them were stolen, we think, by a weasel or something like that. Stoat. We have stoats up here, live in the forest. We have lots of naked sheep. You right, girls? Seffi! Seffi, come on! She won't come over until I'm either giving her food or opening the gate. When I open the gate, she comes running over and they get to free range. Ponies are all down there. Don't know if you can see the blobs. Pony blobs. I'm going to have to put this here for a moment. Just because I need to open this gate. Tricky one-handed. Seffi, come on. Seffi. I didn't actually, oh, that was another thing I was going to talk about. I didn't show anybody being sheared because it wasn't me doing it, and the person who was doing it was her first year doing it. And, you know, thought, let's not be cruel. She didn't really want to be videoed on her first year, which is fine. I have no problem whatsoever. Come on, you. Seffi, Billy. Come on. This is Petsy. This is a naked Petsy. Can you believe that? She looks so different. Come on. Come on, goats. Come on. Free range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, sorry, excuse my language. Sorry, girl. Oh, you okay? I stepped back on her foot. I'm sorry, darling. Right, you want to see Bantha? Let's go see Bantha because she looks hilarious. Yeah, so firstly, it was the girl who was doing the shearing. It was her first year doing it, and secondly, she could have spent more time making mine look perfect, but I'm not showing anybody, and I said it just needs to be functional. You don't need to, you know, mess around, make it perfect. It's not It's not has to be perfect, it has to be functional. You know, you've got clean water drinkers and everything. Random animals. So, oh, that is Onesie. Hey, Onesie. You're tiny. Yeah, so I didn't want to video her. There's Kerry, a naked Kerry Hill. I didn't want to video her, you know, in her first year. Next year she'll be, you know, well up to speed and everything, and she probably won't care. But you know, if I was doing it myself, I would video it, because you know, I find it interesting. I just sat there. I had a chair. I just sat in a chair and watched. You look very different, girl. That's Toots in the background, all naked. You're all naked. I got a load of tyres from the local garage, so I made a goat toy, and the goats don't care. However, the lambs play on it a lot. Old Curly, you're alright, monkey. Hello, peas. We'll go see the peacocks in a minute. Oh, I know, I love the spotty ones. Then again, I like spotty horses. Not really surprised I like spotty sheep. They look so different though without their fleece. Bantha! Oh, Bantha and Bonnie. Bantha, Bonnie, Bon Bon. There's the little soways. Forget about them sometimes, they're so tiny. Hello. Hi, Curly Willy. Anyway, Bantha's down there. She's the furthest one. She looks hilarious shaved. We did her first, and we used blades that weren't fresh, sharp. Look at this, soways. Right, soways are in the shelter. I don't know if you know about soways, but they actually come from further north than here. They come from the most isolated island in the British Isles, up in Scotland. There's a tiny bit of rain and they are hiding in the shelter. This is ridiculous. These are the last ones I would have ever expected to see in the shelter. It's quite funny. You're right, monkey. You okay, darling? Curly is trying to get closer to me without me noticing. My phone's getting wet, means I can't zoom out. So let's go see some peas, because we won't be able to see these for much longer. Hi! Hello! How are you? Here's the boy. I've got to catch them tomorrow in this big barn. No, they probably actually didn't ever have shelter before. They're probably just finding this amazing. You're right. So that's the girl. She's called Ginger. Ginger Rogers. You're a pretty girl. His name is Fred. Fred Astaire. Might see if I can get myself some peacocks one day. See if I can steal some eggs from you next year. Better. Can I steal some of your babies next year? I mean, they belong to a friend of mine, so I will be able to still see them and see what happens. And I haven't actually seen both of my... Hi, girl! You alright? Their water's here. That, and they just stand and watch. I think they want to go outside, but I can't let them out here because they're not mine. You alright, darling? Shall I come in and have a look? Okay, guys, you're going to have to wait there for a moment because undoing the locks on this is often a two-hand job. Got a few locks on here, obviously, because, you know, these aren't mine and they're expensive. Aside from anything else, I don't want to show how my locks work. So you have to bear with the crappy photo. Oh, thank you, Sonia. The white horse is Curly. It's a little diddy pony. Gonzo, go away. The dark one is Willow, who tried to kill herself and done there. Here I go. Ooh! Oh, my boy golden pheasant has gone red. You have changed colour. Look at that. Wow. Oh, that's amazing. I was seriously wondering if I'd just been sold a standard pheasant. Hello? You alright? Because he was just brown. Now look at that. Come on, girl. And there's the girl pheasant. See her in the middle of the screen. Hello, Mr. Peacock. You right there, Fred? And Ginger. Ginger and Fred. Wow. I can't believe his colour change. That's amazing. Wow. Oh, okay, now I'm happy. Now I don't think I was screwed over. You're so pretty. Right, I can get in somehow. Okay, everybody, you're going to have to sit there and watch that. Oops. Sorry, I've just got to... I'm going to try and get in. I can't climb in. I just normally have somebody else helping me. Because, you know, I'm really, really, really short. And not exactly fair and active. Right. Wah! Please don't fall, phone. Have more than enough falls in your life. Well, I'm halfway in there. That's so pretty. Wow, he's molted, and look at that. Look at how he's coming back. Oh, so pretty. Hello. He is a proper golden pheasant after all. Right, I'm going to try and you guys, oops, sorry, trying to figure out where I can put this so I can still get in. I will be there in a moment, folks. Right, that's better. Okay, I'm in. Whee! Oh. Whew. So, let's have a mooch around. See if anybody laid any eggs. I can't see any eggs. Oh, I have no eggs. I have 3 baby turkeys coming soon, and actually they can just go in here. I was wondering where I was going to put them, but when the peacocks are out they can go in here, because the pheasants are tiny compared to them. Dear, what I love to do is collect their feathers. Look at that. Peacock feathers are so soft and beautiful. So lovely. So yeah, these guys have had this barn since, when did I get you? Mid of May. So 2 months. The 2 peacocks are pretty much juvenile. You know, there's a possibility they might lay eggs this year, but they're more likely to lay them next year. I'm having a good look round. So this is squelchy underfoot. No, no eggs in there. I actually thought this barn was dry, but it's not. Oh. I wonder whose egg that is. It's quite big. There's another one. Two eggs. Let's see what happens. You're right, you two. Yeah, these 2 are juvenile, so it's highly unlikely that their eggs are fertile at this stage in life. Next year they will be. So next year, hopefully, I can get some eggs off my friend where these are going. And then will I incubate the eggs? I don't think there's any point in these because they've not been sat on. Hi. She actually just went over to where I just took the 2 eggs from, but she's not sitting, so what's the point? If she'd have put all 3 in one space and she'd been sitting, then I would have thought it worth incubating, but I don't think it's worth incubating these, unfortunately. So, cause I don't know how long they've been here for a start, because I haven't been in here for a couple of weeks. So the chances are we're not going to do anything. I haven't got an incubator, I have to pay somebody else to incubate them. So, you know. Nice big egg. Dream catcher feather. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? You know what, Dave? I've actually never dealt with peacocks before, so I don't know if they hide the eggs normally. But I found 2 in one spot and a 3rd in another. So I'm guessing that she laid 1 or laid 2 and then went, yeah, can't be asked. Laid another one probably a week later and then went, yeah, can't be asked. I don't know. But I haven't seen her sitting, and generally, you know, if they think it's worth sitting, they'll sit. She obviously doesn't think it's worth sitting, and she's hidden in 2 different places. Look at that! Little lad's a bit young to have full feathers yet. This is his one that he tries to woo his girlie with. Don't know if you saw the video I put up about a week ago, and he was holding this feather in his mouth. Sorry, lad, taking your feather and your other dream catcher feathers. But I'm really, really glad to have seen both my pheasants in one go and seen that the boy is actually changing colour. That's fantastic. So he really is a golden pheasant. He looks like a red gold. What are you two looking at? Nothing. Nothing. Not looking at anything. So, right. I am going to go, people, because I've been on here for an hour. And, yeah. I'm going to go get Asher's help to get me out of here. So, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Any last questions before I go? You've got about 2 minutes. You're so pretty. Your mum is going to adore you. She really will adore you. Yes, she will. Thanks, Heather. I will be doing videos from probably my travels as well as from Sussex. And hopefully I'll get to see Monty at my family garden, in which case we'll do a shared video. Thank you, everybody. Hear the rain going nuts. Are you going to do a quick display for us before we go? He says, no thanks. No displays. I will, Heather. Oh, cute lad. You're so cute. You'll get to run around a new place shortly. I will, Kay. So I know some people are lagging, so just making sure there's no last questions. Oh, little babies. When I get back, I think my lad, my golden pheasant will look amazing. Much more golden than he already does. Thank you, Kay. So, right, everybody, that is it. I'm going to go. I will head off, and I will speak to you all soon. I will do live videos. I promise. Bye.